Just up north, Huntington Beach, stoked to host surfing's finest just days from now. But we've got the stars before the storm, right now on SD Live.
Coming to you from our Fox Sports San Diego studios, it's SD Live with your host, Mike Pomerantz. Tonight's guests include an inspiration to millions through her story of faith, determination, and hope, the soul surfer herself, Bethany Hamilton, and the youngest of the Gudauskas brothers, artist, photographer, and professional surfer, Tanner Gudauskas, along with your co-host, Brooke Roberts. Plus, get set to meet up with the Rip Curl Surf Girls as they give back to the community. Get ready, San Diego. The show that dares to be different and has absolutely no limits at all starts right now.
Welcome, everybody, to SD Live. I'm Mike Pomerantz. Got a very special show for you. Sure, we're coming toward the tail end of summer. Perfect time to get yourself in some beach shape and think about surfing. A special surfing edition of SD Live right now. But first, here's your SD lead. Football fans, the wait is over. Chargers training camp begins this Thursday, July 24th, just 2 weeks before the preseason opener at Qualcomm against Dallas. And hey, Friar faithful, the Padres return home next Tuesday. 6 games. Petco Park welcomes the defending National League champions St. Louis Cardinals to open. And the Bash on the Beach, the Vans U.S. Open of Surfing, begins this weekend in Huntington Beach. And you can check out surfing's royalty starting this Saturday, the 26th. And one of the stars of the surfing world and a guest on this edition of SD Live is Bethany Hamilton, and you had a chance to hang out with her.
That's right, Mike, I did. Coming up a little bit later on the show, you've got to stick around for this. It's Bethany and the rest of the Rip Curl girls teaching a surf class.
The ocean definitely, I think, is a place of healing. Even for myself, when I lost my arm at 13, everyone's like, why would she get back in the ocean? But for me, the going in the ocean was where I was like, could be myself and forget about stuff on land and just heal.
And it's just another typical week for Bethany, from surfing to here in studio. Mike?
Brooke, thank you very much. Well, I think typical is not a word we normally associate with you, Bethany, in particular. Your story brings a lot of us back to 2003, a victim of a tiger shark attack. And since then, your life has been anything but typical. But it's been now 11 years since that tragedy. Where are you right now, mentally, and how are you doing?
Oh yeah, it's been an incredible 10 years, a little over, and I'm just so thankful for where life is now and just the life I'm able to live and being able to share my story with people all over the world. And I don't know, it's so much different aspects, everything from surfing to traveling, and I just came out with a new book, and I just was honored an award at the Kids' Choice Awards, and yeah, I'm stoked.
Yeah, I would bet you would be. I know you're going to talk with Brooke a little bit later on in the show about all the things that you have upcoming, and of course your new book. And Tanner, I wonder this too, when you see something like this, Bethany has been so inspirational to those of us who don't even surf. What's that like for you in the surfing community?
It's rad. It's super cool. We've actually gotten to do a couple surf trips together, so we've been in the water, and it's always inspiring, and it's fun to mix it up with Bethany and get some good waves.
Yeah, you know what? You can fairly critique, I'm sure, now from a distance because you've been around it so long. Is he pretty good? I hear he's pretty good.
I was like the grom of a trip to Nicaragua, and it was like him and all his brothers, and I was just like watching them surf, mesmerized, and like trying to surf like them, and yeah, he's a great.
That was a fun trip. That was a rad time we had.
You guys, you're traveling all over the world. I mean, did you grow up thinking this was going to be the lifestyle? You're going to Bali and you're going to Australia. I mean, places all over the globe. Most of us only see in pictures.
Well, Bethany's from Kauai, so that's pretty tropical right there for home.
Yeah, but I mean, this isn't the kind of thing that most of us can ever, accomplish or achieve. But did you grow up thinking this is going to be my life?
Yeah, I remember when I was a little kid, I was looking at the surf magazines, and you see all your favorite surfers traveling all over the world, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. And now that I'm able to do it, it's amazing.
Yeah, the same for you, Tanner?
Yeah, it's pretty true. It's like it's kind of like just writing or drawing little waves in your notebook when you're in school, and you're like, it is a dream, like, and now I'm still like, it's mesmerizing to be able to just wake up and go surf for your job, but it was definitely like growing up, you're like, wow, like this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be. And so it's cool. It's fun to be here now and be in the middle of it.
Well, here you are from San Clemente, and you grow up in Hawaii. So I imagine culturally, a lot of kids are doing what you're doing. But when you talk to your childhood friends, are they surprised that, wow, I mean, you took it at a whole nother level. This is what you do for a living.
Bethany?
Yeah, I think I'm sure for Tanner too, but growing up, you could kind of see our natural talent in the ocean and especially on waves and surfing. And I think everyone from my hometown kind of expected to see me go far with surfing. And so now when they see me out in the water, it's just like, yeah, how's life? Like, how's surfing? Or like,
We knew you were going to do
you.
that. Same with,
Kind of.
yeah.
It's cool because it's like, I think similar with Bethany's home spot in Hawaii, it's like surfing is a mecca, you know, and for us coming from San Clemente, it's always had the roots of surfing and progression there. So I think as we were growing up, you know, like it's a really cool spot to be in because you're looking at your heroes and you're actually getting to surf with them like every day. And so it's cool because you can improve and you're surfing all the time with them. And so it becomes a little bit more tangible to be a pro surfer. And so now like when we're with our friends, they're really good as well. It's like, it's not like a trippy thing, like to just be out and you're like, see your best friend bust an air reverse. And you're like, what? That was mental. Like, it's just normal kind
Plus,
of.
not only that, you get cool speak and you never have to wear a suit. Now, come on.
A
As a
wetsuit.
grown-up, that's the best job going. Guys, stick around. We got a lot more to talk about. Of course, your book and the U.S. Open, which is big, I know, Tanner, on your radar. So a lot more ahead. Stay with us right here on SD Live. Bethany talks with Brooke about her role in the new film Dolphin Tale 2 and her latest effort to inspire young women. Tanner gives us the real story of the surfing G-Bros and his family's passionate connection to one of the world's most electrifying sports. And you'll meet one of the most incredible surfboard designers in the world, San Diego's own Tim BESSEL. All this and more coming up on SD Live. Welcome back, everybody, to SD Live. Breathtaking views are abundant above Southern California's coastline, and surfers will tell you the view from the water can be equally spectacular, portrait-like. And many surfers ride their own custom-made pieces of art, meticulously designed by one man, San Diego's own Tim BESSEL.
Hi, I'm Tim BESSEL. Welcome to our shaping studios in La Jolla, California. Today we're going to shape a surfboard and teach you how to do it. Today I'm going to make an Andy Warhol surfboard. It's going to be 6'6". It's going to be a swallowtail. It all needs to work together. The bottom configuration, the outline, and the deck configuration is the most important. Step number 2 is roughing the board. That's where I take my saws and I will cut out the outline and I'll clean it up with my sander. Then the third step is I'll take my planer and I'll start planing down the raw blank until I get it pretty much where I want it. And then the fourth step, I'll take my sanding block and I'll start sanding it down to where I want it. And then the fifth step is I'll take sanding pads, which are covered with sanding screen, and I'll start smoothing the board and start foiling it. And then the sixth step is just the refinement, where I just fine-tune the board as much as it needs to be in order to be glassed. Whew! This Andy Warhol surfboard is going to retail for $7,000. I like saying that.
So Tanner, Tim BESSEL's got his own line of boards. He does a great job with them. You have your own special board. with its own name, which I dig, right? It's Channel Island boards, but this is the T-Low.
Yeah.
What's on a T-Low that the regular guy can't get?
Well, you know, the T-Low itself as a design it's more based around like an all-around board, and that's what I was having trouble with. Is the Channel Islands board is it was almost too specific to conditions, and so you'd have a model for when it was like this and a model for when it was like that, and I was like, gosh, I just almost want to pack one board in my board bag. So you know, essentially the rockers are really mellow, and the thickness is really mellow, so everybody kind of likes the T-Low. It's like, I don't know, there's a really big sweet spot, and it's not that you can't find it other places, but it's just nice to have it all right there.
Can I go into the store and say, let me get the T-Low?
Yeah, I would love it if you did that.
Yeah, it's like the guy who wants the nice sneakers goes in and asks for the Air Jordans. When you're my age, right? I can go in there and get the T-Low board.
Yeah, cool, man. I love it.
Now, you were talking about your brothers, Pat and Dane, and the three of you have your own TV show, Down Days.
We have been having a lot of fun with that. I actually just got back from a trip that we did to Iceland. And we're into our second season, which is really rad. We're stoked. Like the first season was kind of more based on the friends that we had and the places that we had been going. And this new season's like the places that we want to go. So, you know, we started actually in the Middle East. We did Israel and Palestine, and then we went to Iceland just recently, and we're going to go to Cuba hopefully. And it's rad. It's totally different than what we've been used to. You know, we're doing much more than surfing. We're like getting into the culture. We're like, I don't know, I like learned to ride an Icelandic horse, which is totally trippy, and I didn't ride it well. I almost got bucked off. Pat did get bucked off. And
what's the difference between riding an Icelandic horse and a horse we might find here in the States?
They have 4 gallops or 4 different strides, which I guess is apparently is unique, and I never got into the other 3. I was more on a trot, you know, if you will. Hard to do.
I thought you were going to tell me the Icelandic horse has 5 legs.
Yeah,
you know, unlike
it's a mythical beast. Yeah.
Like the unicorn.
No, it looks normal.
What about the Getting Classic from Vans? It's a movie. We're going to see it pretty soon. How'd you get involved in that?
Yeah, well, this is the 3rd installment of it, and they're doing a premiere actually at the U.S. Open August 1st, right next to Main Street. It's going to be sick. This one I have actually seen, and I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you that, but I've seen the movie, and it's insane. It's, in my opinion, it's the best one that they've done, and we've been filming for it for about a year, maybe a year and a half, and the trips have been punk rock. The team, I think, really came together on this one, and there's a lot of like insanely unique footage. So I think people are going to get really stoked when they see it.
I think everybody is excited to see anything that has to do with you and your brothers collectively, because it's kind of a phenomenon, I think, in the surfing culture. And now you guys are living in your own house, the 3 of you. That's got to be a mess. Come on, be honest.
Dude, come on, we're clean people, but yeah, no, we do live together, and there's a lot of time that we spend together. So it's cool. That's how it's always been. I mean, like when we grew up, we shared one room, and we had bunk beds and like a side bed. It wasn't even like a big room or anything. And so like till high school, so we know how to get into each other's personal space.
Give me a look into your future. 5 years from now, Tanner, what are you going to be doing?
That's a good question. I don't know. 5 years from now, I'll still be surfing. I mean, every day. I don't know where or how or when, but that'll be number one. I mean, that'll be fun, and hopefully with my brothers and kind of still getting classic. Hopefully, that would be rad. Volume infinity.
We got the T-Low. You might become a big businessman with the surfboards and the whole bit. Man, stick around. We got a lot more to talk to you about.
Okay, cool.
All right. When we come back, Bethany rejoins us. She's going to talk about her inspirational new effort to motivate young girls, both body and soul. More on SD Live in a moment.
Welcome back to SD Live with your host Mike Pomerantz and co-host Brooke Roberts.
Time now for your Kaiser Permanente event calendar. San Diego extreme sports enthusiasts can head out to Huntington Beach starting this Saturday for the Vans U.S. Open, featuring the world's best surfing, skateboarding, and BMX action. The competition runs until August 3rd, so get out there and celebrate 100 years of surfing in Huntington Beach. And don't forget to catch all the behind-the-scenes action. Make sure to like us on Facebook and follow us at Twitter and Instagram at Fox Sports SD. Stick around. SD Live will be right back. Hey everybody, welcome back to SD Live. Fans were elated when pro surfer Bethany Hamilton and her husband Adam Dirks arrived at the starting line in New York City for CBS's The Amazing Race, an Emmy award-winning adventure reality series. Season 25 debuts this fall with 11 teams racing around the world, all vying for that $1 million prize. Well, Bethany, as you can see, you already have a built-in fan base here in San Diego, right behind you, a live studio audience. Congratulations on being a part of the cast, season 25 of Amazing Race. And I think what people don't realize is how close you are with your partner. You are with them 24/7, and you're newlywed. What was that like being with Adam around the clock?
Well, pretty much since we got married, we've been together 24/7, which for us is really awesome. Our lifestyle is traveling a lot and just doing a lot of different events and put in a lot of different situations. And we work well as a team, and we did well as a team on the race as well.
Were there any moments where you're like, oh, come on, babe, you just had to keep it together?
You know, I think both of us kind of planned ahead, like, hey, things are going to get stressful and things are going to get tense, and just kind of worked at cheering each other on rather than getting frustrated with each other, and yeah, just uplifting each other.
And that's where you see the most success in teams that keep it together. You also find that the challenges can be a little bit difficult. You hit a roadblock. What was your strategy with the two of you? How did you decide who was going to do what? So when I did it was clear, anything jumping off a building, you got it, girl. Eat a spider, your turn. If it's like a puzzle or putting together a rickshaw, I've got it. So how did you guys come up with those rules?
Yeah, so it's tricky. On The Amazing Race, you get these clues and you don't exactly know what you're gonna be doing. So Adam and I were like, let's do our best to judge which roadblocks I would be good at and which roadblocks he would be good at. And yeah, just hope for the best once it happens. And yeah, long story short, there was a lot of crazy things that we had to do, and it was a lot of fun.
I can't wait to watch it, premiering this fall. Now, you're moving from prime time to the big screen. You actually you shot, filmed, it's airing in fall as well at the same time. It's Dolphin Tale 2, and we have a sneak preview right here.
Hi guys, welcome to Clearwater Marine Aquarium. How's everybody doing today? Looks like Winter's being extra playful today.
Winter's been such an inspiration for me. Isn't she just amazing?
Your female bottlenose, Winter.
She's not doing well, Clay.
Winter needs to be paired with another female, and soon. I'm giving you 30 days to correct the problem.
Hey guys, Marine Fisheries just picked up a stranding. Clay, it's a female.
All right, everyone, when that truck arrives, you will hear one voice, and it will be mine.
We don't know for sure if dolphins feel friendship. It feels like they do. That's not a bad thing.
Is everybody set? Okay. Send hope. What on earth is wrong with that bird?
Where do I start?
How exciting was it making that film? You were with Hollywood Elite. We're talking Morgan Freeman, Ashley Judd. What was it like to work with that cast?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. So I took a break from my pro surfing career to go and be on the set of Dolphin Tale 2 and do a little bit of acting, which for me was intimidating, especially being amongst such an amazing cast. And just being in the water with Winter was amazing. I have like a whole new appreciation for dolphins. They're just one of the most beautiful creatures, and every time she gets happy, her tummy will turn pink. It was so much fun.
What a great experience to be in the water and actually have that interaction. And when you look at the script, it's actually you. You're playing your own role. It's just you. So when you looked at it, did you relate to it? What really resonated with you?
Yeah, well, I had seen Dolphin Tale 1, and I thought it was such a cute movie. And so when they invited me to be a part of the movie, I was like, well, I guess what role would I play? And the more I looked at the role, it was just being me, which was awesome. And seeing Winter's story, there's a lot of inspiration in her story, and I thought it'd be awesome to come alongside and share this incredible story.
So in your spare time, it's Amazing Race, it's a movie, and I had an opportunity yesterday to go to where it's your first love, surfing. We went out in Encinitas and we caught up with not only you, but the rest of your Rip Curl girls as they taught the youngsters here in San Diego how to surf. Take a look at this.
I'm so excited to be here today on the Rip Curl My Bikini Tour, and I'm with all of Rip Curl's top surfer girls, and we're having fun. We're here with the Malleola Foundation taking a bunch of kids surfing, and a couple of them have cystic fibrosis, which it's exciting just to be able to like love on the kids and get them in the ocean, which is a healthy environment for them.
I've been looking forward to this ever since I found out. I started screaming in the bedroom, and then my mom ran in and was like, "What's wrong?" Like, "Nothing's wrong." And when I told her, she was excited too. But I've been looking forward to it for a long time.
I'm so excited to be surfing with these girls because they're so amazing, and I hope I make a bunch of new friends.
I hope that they are just, just gonna have fun and not put too much pressure on themselves, and if you fall, it's okay, and because surfing can be challenging your first couple times, and you can get frustrated. So I think just having fun and just be a goofball is the best thing.
All right, big smiles. There. Nice.
It was so great to see you guys out there with those girls. They were so excited to see you. They just swarmed. I saw girls following you like little ducks everywhere you went. How do you handle that all the time?
Yeah, it's definitely an honor to be able to be a role model. And for me, I just try to live my life the best I can, and I can't help but keep in the back of my mind like, hey, little girls are looking up to you, and it's definitely something very special and not to be taken lightly. So it was a lot of fun being down at the beach and taking some of the girls surfing. I got to take out a girl who has cystic fibrosis, which with that disease, it's really healthy for them to be out in the ocean. Something about the ocean is very healing. They can get rid of their mucus. And so I got to surf with this girl, and she was just so stoked. And
I know, I saw that, and they were. I can't believe I get to be with Bethany. So they were very excited. And speaking of being an inspiration, what are you on, your 9th book now?
Yeah, I don't know what number I'm on, but this is one of my favorite books working on, because since I was 16, I've grown a passion for health and fitness, and just as a professional athlete, just taking ownership of my own body and how to best take care of myself. And I saw a real need, especially here in the US, to encourage girls like, hey, you can just make healthy choices rather than unhealthy choices. And something as simple as like, hey, pack your snacks so that when you get in front of the junk food, you don't have to eat it because you brought your snacks with you.
Absolutely. I love the whole premise of it, encouraging young girls to be the best version of themselves. And the book is actually available now. It is called Body and Soul, A Girl's Guide to a Fit, Fun, and Fabulous Life, and it is now available in paperback. I think you're a role model, not only for everyone in studio, but across the globe. I, for one, am very impressed with how you just manage it all. Don't you guys think she's great?
Thank you.
I think we're all in agreement on that one, but you're not moving anywhere. We'll have more with Bethany right after this. Hey, and coming up, we're going to ask Bethany and Tanner who to watch at the Vans U.S. Open of Surfing in Huntington Beach. That's next on SD Live. Hey everybody, welcome back to SD Live. Time now for your tips from SD Fit, presented by Kaiser Permanente.
We are here at Fit Athletic downtown San Diego, and today I'm going to show you guys a great ab circuit. Stability ball tuck-ins. Get into a plank position with your feet resting on top of the ball. Then crunch your knees in and roll the ball back out. This should be a slow and controlled motion. Keep your abs engaged the entire time. Do 10 to 15 reps. Medicine ball tap and press. Sit with your heels resting on the floor. Or to increase difficulty, hold your feet up. Tap the medicine ball on the ground, then press it up diagonally. Do 12 reps on each side. You'll definitely feel your obliques working in this one. Bosu crunches. Lay your back over a Bosu. Inhale and completely relax your abs. Then exhale and engage your abs as you crunch up. Bring yourself up until your spine is straight, then slowly lower back down. Repeat for 15 crunches.
Summer's here. Never too late to get ready for the water.
And for more tips, make sure to follow Erin on Twitter and Instagram. And take a look at this week's SD Fit photo. One of my favorite ways to stay in shape is by going hiking. I'm with you on that one, Stephanie. If you'd like your fit photo featured next, make sure to hashtag SDFit.
All righty, so we have the Vans US Open just about set to begin. Give us a couple of ideas, some names we should keep an eye on.
Wow, well, in the men's, I think Kelly Slater does it every year, and so that's always exciting. And Brett Simpson's the local boy that's won it twice.
And Tanner.
I'll be doing it, and my brother will be doing it, so we'll be up there.
Yeah, don't throw any humility in there. We're going to keep an eye on you for sure. How about the gals?
Some of my favorites, Carissa Moore, Lakey Peterson, Alana Blanchard, all good friends of mine, so. Yeah.
Very cool. That's going to be fun.
Well, thank you both for taking part in our first ever surf show. There's always an open invitation to come back. You guys have been great. Well, that's a wrap for us here on SD Live. We will see you next week.